Hello and welcome to Q&A with Kate, where I answer all of your burning questions. Rachel asks, if I could have any animal besides domestic animals, what would I have? I would want, let me think, I think a lot of the good ones can be domesticated. Dragon. Definitely dragon. Eleanor asks, how would I describe my sense of fashion? Simple. I like simple stuff. Neutral colours, no patterns, and comfortable. What's the coolest thing I've done in life so far? There has been a lot of crazy, amazing things that I have done. I think it's a weird one to come to mind, but I went scuba diving, kind of. I got in the ocean with all the gear on, and then I just started bawling my eyes out and snotting everywhere because I'm terrified of being underwater. So I would say that was a very interesting time for me, because I tried to face my fears and I couldn't, but I made an effort, and that's a big deal. Do I have a schedule of cons I'm going to next year? Not yet. I don't have anything planned. I'm hoping that my cosplay website gets some cool attention and I have some stuff to make for other people, because I love making stuff for myself, but it's really fun to see it on someone else and to see them enjoy something I've made. How did I overcome the weird feeling of vlogging in public? I haven't. It's just dampened now. It's one of those things that's always going to be weird. It just is. Unless you're like narcissist, as in the Greek god who's in love with himself, I don't see how it can be normal. It always feels weird pointing the camera at myself, but it's just one of those things you just have to do. Just do it. Like when you got to fart in a room full of people, don't suck it in. You're gonna get a bellyache. Just fart. Just do it. Did I move to the US for career reasons? Yes, I did, absolutely. I moved to California because this is where Hollywood is. This is the capital of the entertainment business, and it has better weather than New York, which is also really good for the entertainment business. But I always got a lot of jobs out of America, and I knew I could get a lot more if I came here. So I did. I'm glad I did too. How do I like my new hair? It's very convenient. It doesn't do absurd things in the morning like the last one did. Problem is, I'm very low maintenance, so it just kind of drives me nuts when I had to do my hair every day for like half an hour. Who has time for that? Who is my inspiration? There were a lot of people out there that are huge inspirations to me, muses even. They give me great ideas, they help with my creativity, help with my confidence. I would say right now my favorite celebrity inspiration right now is Jennifer Lawrence. I really love her honesty. She's hilarious and she laughs a lot, and that's, I think, something all of us could aspire to be. Just happy. What do I know about Iceland? I know that it's very green. Ha! See? Didn't trick me. I know that one. You're British but you don't like tea. Crumpets is always the second best. Tea and crumpets. Just go that for the Britishness, just do it. If you don't like normal tea, maybe try Earl Grey or green tea, although that's kind of stepping out of the UK and going to Asia a little bit. What is my favourite holiday season? It is the one that's coming up right now. It's Christmas. I love Christmas because everything's sparkly and lit up and people are happy and there's food and it's wonderful. And I really love giving presents, and yes, I love receiving them too. So it's just a wonderful time of year and everyone gets together and everyone's nice, and I really like it. Plus it's a little bit chilly, so you get to cuddle more, and cuddles are good. What is the first video game I ever played? The first one I ever played was this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like little handheld thing. You run through the sewers, it's 2D, it's just the black pixels on the grey screen. Couldn't see it outside at all. Sunshine? Pff, no. But it was really fun, and it used to shut itself off after a while, which was annoying. But the first game I really spent time on was Pokemon Blue on Game Boy Color. What is my most irrational fear? My most irrational fear is werewolves. I'm fully aware they don't exist, but I'm terrified of them. And if you want to be scared of them too, go ahead and watch Ginger Snaps, because that's the one that really instilled the fear in my brain. Do I like rats? I love rats. I had 2 pet rats when I was younger. I think I was in high school. They were called BB's and Kickity, and they were sisters. BB's was like black and white and Kickity was like a beige, tan and white, and they were very cool. Not so much a fan of wild rats right now because there's a couple of rat's nests that keep appearing in my car. It's right under the hood in the engine because it's warm and it's cold outside, so they're just climbing in and making nests. We have 2 cars, and the ghetto car had a mess of a rat's nest. It was all over the place, but then my nice posh car that has like a Manhattan apartment. Like it's contained, it's beautiful, it has multicolored fibers. Threw it out, but you know, it was really prime rat real estate. So yes, pet rats, no wild rats. If 3 cats equals 2 coffee tables, then what do 4 chairs equal? Do I prefer long hair or short hair, and will I grow my hair back? I prefer long hair. I prefer it on ladies. I prefer it on me. It's very shallow desire. Sorry. It's very superficial to judge someone by their hair. I think it's beautiful. Unfortunately for me, I don't have what we call hair discipline. I like to mess with my hair a lot. I like to change things up. I always have a different like clothing style. I always change my makeup, you know. I get bored and I do stuff to it, and that's not what you do when you want long hair. I probably will grow this out, just get a nice little bob going. It's better for the business anyway. Let's say YouTube shuts down tomorrow, what would I do? I would go back into art. I would go full-time on the costumes. I would go full-time on illustrations. I would go back to school. I would learn a trade. I would take fighting classes. I would go to the gym. Oh my god, I need to go to the gym. And after that, I think I'd probably just start popping out kids. Would I rather have the ability to grow a beard or talk to worms? Well, I have a question for your question. Is the beard growing voluntary? Can I turn it off? Because I really don't want to have to shave every day, like my face. That would be really annoying. Talking to worms would be cool because there's a lot of them, like you have no idea. So you can find out the ins and outs, and you know, if you're a farmer, you can find out if your crops are doing good or if your soil is good. But I think I'd probably go for the beard for acting purposes. Yeah. What about England do I miss the most and least? I miss my friends the most, absolutely. I could never replace those people, they're incredible. The thing I miss the least would be the overcast weather. Not a fan. Not anymore. Never was, actually. Why don't we ever go to Disneyland when we're in Anaheim? The reason is I'm waiting to take my dad to Disney, because when I was a little girl, it was our dream, Daddy and me going to Disney, but unfortunately, due to just circumstances and, you know, stuff like that, it never happened. So I'm 24, and I'm going to take my daddy to Disneyland, and then after that, I'm going to go all the time. I'm just, you know, it's kind of a special thing. What type of fantasy world would I live in? I would live in the Pokemon universe. I think it would be very cool to have superpowers, but the problem with that is that it has to be balanced with supervillains, and then you're going to be busy with them all the time. I would love to go on a Pokemon adventure and explore the world and meet new Pokemon and meet new friends. I think that would be incredible. Plus, they always seem to have an unlimited supply of money to do all these crazy things, so that's probably a bonus. That's definitely my first choice. Who inspired me to start my YouTube channel? Actually, there were 2 people. There was a guy called Mikey who was friends with Abby, who you know as Abby Girl, and they made a video together called Win a Date with Abby. And I made an entry just for fun. They really loved it and they promoted it, and everything exploded from there. This all happened. All of this happened because of that off chance that I made that video response, like the first video I ever really did. It's crazy when you think about it, how different life could be. Do you even lift, bro? Dude, do I not look like I lift? Yo, 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 check this out, yo. Yeah! It's leftovers from when I used to work out. I'm not actually strong at all, I'm very weak now. What am I most afraid of? Not being loved. Loved by myself, by family, by friends. Not having people around me that care, that you know, maybe being alone. It's strange. I love my alone time, but I don't think I could survive without wonderful people. Do I have any secret obsessions? Kind of. It's kind of secret. I like to spend a decent amount of money on video games. Not always physical copies, but sometimes in-game currency. Yes, I play Clash of Clans. Yes, I bought some gems. Think we can all get over that now. I definitely get obsessive about things like that, so it turns into an overall obsession. How do I gather courage to be on camera? Well, most of the time I'm alone, which makes it easier. Like I said, it's just one of those things you kind of have to do. Just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. Because if you start thinking about how weird it is, you're not going to do it. So, what is the most difficult part of the cosplay creation process? For me, it is where to start. I kind of think of it as a puzzle. You have to get all the pieces together and then put them in the right order. And with puzzles, I always start in the corner because that's the easiest way to start, so I start in the corner of the costume, which is why I pretty much always make the shoulders first, because a human is like a rectangle, you got like a bit here, the bottom, and then you got shoulders, so I just start on one of the shoulders and then kind of go from there. Does that make any sense? How did I know Shih Tzu was right for me? I actually had a Shih Tzu a long time ago back in England. Her name was Honey. I had her for 2 years before she got really sick. If you look through my old videos, I'm sure there's a clip of her somewhere in there. I actually went out looking for a Chihuahua puppy at first, and I saw this poster for a Shih Tzu bundle? That's not the word I'm looking for. Litter? Litter? Anyway, I went to meet them and they were really sweet dogs, and I did research on the breed and I really like the behavior and the personality, so it's just kind of stuck. What's the favorite video I have done or taken part in? My favorite personal video that I've made, I'd probably say is a Hunger Games parody. I'll leave a link in the description. It's definitely one of my favorites and it was so much fun to film. It was so great spending the whole day with my friends. The second favorite right now, I'd probably say the boobs video. I really liked writing it a lot. I enjoyed the wittiness of it and the fact that it was, what is it, tongue-in-cheek? And of course the responses were hilarious, so I think that's my top two. And ones I love being in, well, SMP Films is doing this cool series called Video Game Logic, and I was in the Last of Us parody, and that was cool because I get to go out on set and like work with my friends again and have a really good time. And I love anything where I pretend to not be normal, so acting's good. Basically, what would I do if I wasn't where I am now? Well, when I was in England before I started this video stuff, I had an unconditional place at university, which means that the tutor was like, try my course! I was going to do game design. I was going to go into the art of it and create monsters and heroes and all that kind of stuff. But then I got picked up by the BBC and then everything kind of just, this turned into a career, which I'm incredibly grateful for. But if I hadn't got this, I'd probably be sitting in an office somewhere, eating junk food and making video games, because I'd be very happy doing that too. If I had a chance to be Corey, the first thing I would notice is that I had a penis, so I'd do something with that. And cats or dogs, I would probably have to choose dogs because they're more loyal. They'll do as you say, cats won't. But if I was out in the wild, for example, I'd want like a domesticated wolf as my companion. I don't think like a Siamese is really going to protect me from the bears.